So in 2017, I started a new program called No Fluff, No Passes. If I review a phone and it had issues or problems, I call it out, right? We have a discussion about it. I make multiple videos about it, about that product or that phone that has problems, right? We don't give it a pass. Now, since it's 2018, it's time for me to do my very first rant, and it's about Galaxy phones. Generation after generation after generation of Galaxy phones, and specifically the cameras. So let's get into it. Get your popcorn ready. Whew, let's talk about Galaxy phones and follow me on this journey. Let's go. What's up, guys? This is Eric again with another video. So today I'm going to talk about Galaxy phones. On this YouTube channel, since I've been here, I've been talking about Galaxy phones. I love them. I talk about how good they are. I talk about the body style, the design. I talk about everything about Galaxy phones. But we got problems, right? I mean, the generation after generation after generation of Galaxy phones, we got camera problems. A lot of people say the cameras are great. People call me out and say, easy. I don't have no problem with my cameras. But I've been making videos for years, upon years, about the cameras on Galaxy phones. I made a video about the Galaxy S6, 6 Edge Plus, Galaxy Note 5, Galaxy S7, Galaxy S8, Galaxy Note 8, right? And all of them seem to have the same problem. I just recently made a video on this YouTube channel. I will link it down in the description below. I've made many videos about this, about the cameras. So when you open up the camera app and you just point and shoot, you can get pretty good photos, right? And then if you're using video, it's set at 1080p 30 frames per second. No problems. But unfortunately, if you start tinkering around with the settings, you start running into problems, right? So me on this YouTube channel, I like to film at 1080p 60 frames per second, QHD and UHD, right? Unfortunately, I like to use smartphones as my devices of choice when I'm filming, right? I always use smartphones. I don't use my DSLR because I'm finding that smartphones give me pretty good video coverage, right? But when you're going into 1080p 60 frames per second, you have problems with Galaxy phones. But 1080p 60 frames per second is a problem with Galaxy phones. They even put a disclaimer in the app saying that 1080p 60 frames per second, QHD and UHD, you don't have these features such as autofocus and stuff like that, right? And the thing about it is, if you don't have autofocus at 1080p 60 frames per second, how could you record? And I've been having those problems with these devices for a long time. And I just want to make this video like, how come my HTC U Ultra, HTC U11, LG G6, LG V20, I mean, multiple phones that I got up here, right? That can record at 1080p 60 frames per second, 4K, don't have no focusing issues. Now, I make a lot of camera reviews on this YouTube channel. And every time I make a camera review with the Galaxy phone, as soon as I pop on 60 frames per second, we got problems. And a lot of people have been saying, well, don't record at 60 frames per second. Then why not? We pay so much money for these devices, right? Why can't I record in every mode on the device? When you pay upper tiers or almost $1,000 for a phone, you should have focusing issues on a phone. Some people say, easy, why you keep talking about 1080p 60 frames per second? And the reason why is because my iPhone 10 don't have no problems. My HTC U11 don't have no problems. I mean, these are phones that doesn't have focusing issues at 1080p 60 frames per second. So why give Samsung a pass because they can't record good at 1080p 60 frames per second? On this YouTube channel, I try to keep it real. I try to keep it 100 with you guys. And for a long time, I've been praising Samsung devices. I've been praising them about the design. I've been praising them about this. I've been praising them about that. But recently, I made a video saying that my Galaxy S8 starting to lag out, right? I'm getting some lagging issues with my Galaxy S8. A lot of people was telling me, well, wait till Oreo. Why should I have to wait till Oreo, right? Now I'm starting to see with my Galaxy Note 8, I'm starting to see some lagginess here and there, right? And so at the end of the day, Samsung has to be called out. Again, no fluff, no passes. A lot of y'all guys gonna hit the comments and say, Eric, I'm not having no problem. Listen, if you're not having any problems with your devices, that's fine. Good job for you. I'm glad that you're not having no problems. But me as a tech reviewer, I have to keep it real with you guys, right? Let's be honest here, right? When you spend $1,000 for a phone, well, a lot of people say, well, easy. Most people go to their carriers and put $200 down and get payment plans. Well, most tech reviewers, we have to pay up front for money, right? And it's not about the cost. It's about what you get for that cost. It's not about, you know, okay, I'm paying $1,000, but I can't record at 1080p 60 frames per second. That sounds crazy. Okay, so for my $500 phone right here can do it just fine. Or my $250 phone right here can do it just fine. But I got $1,000 phone and I got problems. See, these are the issues that I like to bring to the table, right? For a long time, I don't know whether or not I was blinded or we are blinded or something. Why are we giving it a pass? Why are we giving things a pass? In 2018, I am not giving it a pass, right? We got the Galaxy S9 coming out in a few weeks, maybe a month or two, right? And are we gonna have the same problems with the Galaxy S9? I mean, we starting to see a lot of renders. We starting to see a lot of good things about it. People excited about it. We get the good, you know, body to screen ratio and a pretty neat design. And all of a sudden, once we get into the software, once we get into the cameras, is it going to be a different story? These are the questions that's going to be answered in the next couple of months, right? In 2018, if the Galaxy S9 have the same problems with slow focusing or no focusing with their cameras, as far as the Galaxy Note 8 and the Galaxy S8, I will definitely talk about it. I will bring it to the forefront here on this YouTube channel. It's no fluff, no passes. We would not pass the device in 2018 if they got these same issues. Now, of course, everybody's excited about the new devices. 845 processor, 6 gigs of RAM, brand new body style. Fingerprint scanner might be in a great spot, right? But what about the cameras? What about the cameras? Hey, the Galaxy S6 had the problem. Galaxy Note 5 had the problem. Galaxy S7 had the problem. 7 Edge got the problem. Galaxy S8 got the problem. Galaxy Note 8 got the problem. What about the Galaxy S9? That's going to be the big question once I get the device, guys, because right now, no fluff, no passes. I can tell you that the cameras on the Galaxy devices right now at high frame rates is a no-go. Not in my book. This is Eric from Easy Computer Solutions. Leave your questions down below. Let me know what you think about these Galaxy phones in all its glory. See you guys on the next video. Peace.